When the United Arab Emirates emerged in 1971, few imagined it would become one of the world's most influential power centers. At the time, the region had limited infrastructure, a small population, and an economy almost entirely dependent on oil. Yet within a few decades, the UAE achieved what many larger nations failed to do. It built a global identity, a financial engine, and a diplomatic footprint far bigger than its size. The secret was not just oil wealth, but how strategically it was deployed. UAE leaders understood that money alone doesn't create power, vision does. They developed long-term plans, invited global expertise, and positioned their cities as essential global crossroads. Dubai grew into a world-class metropolis, Abu Dhabi into a strategic investor, and together they created a blueprint for rapid, sustainable influence. This chapter opens the story of how bold ambition and disciplined strategy transformed a small desert federation into a global force. Long before skyscrapers filled the skyline, the UAE's greatest asset was something most people overlooked: location. Sitting at the intersection of Asia, Africa, and Europe, the country naturally lay on the world's trade routes. Instead of letting geography remain a passive advantage, the UAE turned it into a deliberate tool. They built ports where others saw empty shores, airports where few expected demand, and free zones where global companies could operate with ease. This build it before they need it mindset allowed the UAE to claim a logistical role long before competitors understood what was happening. Jebel Ali Port became one of the busiest in the world. Dubai International Airport became a global transit hub, and the entire region began flowing through the Emirates. Geography didn't make the UAE powerful on its own, but when combined with investment and strategy, it became the foundation of everything that followed. Dubai's transformation wasn't an accident. It was engineered with precision. The city knew it couldn't rely on oil forever, so it designed an economy centered on attracting people, capital, and global attention. Mega projects like the Burj Khalifa and Palm Jumeirah were not just landmarks. They were signals to the world that Dubai was thinking on a different scale. The government removed barriers for foreign investors, created zones tailored to industries, and built a lifestyle brand that made Dubai a place where ambition felt natural. Tourism exploded, multinational companies set up regional headquarters, and millions chose Dubai as their base. What made the model unique was its speed and confidence. Dubai didn't wait for global approval. It built first, proved later. Today, the city is a symbol of possibility, a place where the improbable becomes normal. Its rise reshaped how the world sees the Middle East and how cities can reinvent themselves. While Dubai captured global attention with innovation and spectacle, Abu Dhabi built the financial backbone that fuels the UAE's long-term strength. With the majority of the nation's oil reserves, Abu Dhabi created some of the world's most powerful sovereign wealth funds, including Mubadala and ADIA. These funds quietly invested billions across global markets, technology, real estate, energy, infrastructure, earning influence in boardrooms worldwide. But Abu Dhabi's strategy went beyond profit. It used investments to build relationships, gain leverage, and secure a future beyond oil. The emirate also invested heavily in education, culture, and research, developing institutions that anchor the nation's intellectual growth. While Dubai is the UAE's face, Abu Dhabi is its strategic engine, ensuring that many countries discovered oil. Few used it the way the UAE did. Instead of burning through revenue on short-term consumption, the UAE transformed oil wealth into long-term global assets. They bought stakes in ports, airlines, technology firms, renewable energy projects, and critical infrastructure around the world. This approach created a diversified income stream that would remain stable even when oil prices fluctuated. It also gave the UAE something far more valuable than money: global presence. Ownership of key assets meant influence, leverage, and visibility in international negotiations. While others relied on oil as a lifeline, the UAE treated it as seed capital. The result is a portfolio that now generates power far beyond the region, proving that wealth becomes strength only when invested wisely. To truly become a global power, the UAE understood it needed more than investments and infrastructure. It needed cultural influence. The country invested billions into tourism, museums, global events, and international partnerships. Landmarks like the Louvre Abu Dhabi and Expo 2020 positioned the UAE as a cultural bridge between East and West. International sports events, media investments, and aviation networks expanded its reach even further. But soft power is not just about visibility. It's about shaping perception. The UAE crafted an image of safety, opportunity, and futuristic ambition, making it a place people want to visit, live, and invest in. This cultural strategy became a powerful diplomatic tool, giving the UAE an influence that money alone could never buy. Although small in population, the UAE built one of the most advanced and capable militaries in the region. Its strategy wasn't to match bigger powers, but to specialize: precision technology, elite training, and strategic alliances. The UAE became a key partner to global powers, participating in international missions and supporting regional stability. This military posture strengthened the country's negotiating power and reinforced its role as a reliable ally in complex geopolitical environments. By balancing diplomacy with calculated military presence, the UAE ensured that its voice carried weight in regional decisions, far beyond what its size would suggest. Recognizing that the next era of power would be driven by technology, the UAE made massive investments in AI, renewable energy, biotechnology, and smart infrastructure. Initiatives like the Mars mission, Masdar City, and the Ministry of Artificial Intelligence sent a clear message. The country intends not just to participate in the future, but to shape it. Tech hubs, startup zones, and international research partnerships transformed the UAE into a magnet for innovators. By focusing on future industries, the country ensured that its influence will continue long after oil has lost relevance. The UAE is not just adapting to the future, it is actively building it. One of the UAE's most unique strategies was building a reputation as a safe, stable haven in a turbulent region. Political stability, strong institutions, and security made it an ideal destination for investors and expatriates seeking predictability. The country established strict financial regulations, advanced policing systems, and a legal environment that protects capital. This stability attracted global wealth, turning the UAE into a preferred base for businesses and high-net-worth individuals. Over time, this reputation became a powerful asset, giving the country economic resilience and international credibility. While many oil-rich nations struggled to diversify, the UAE approached the challenge with urgency. Long-term plans like Vision 2030 and Vision 2071 outline a future where oil plays a minimal role in the economy. Renewable energy projects, global investments, tourism development, and technology hubs all serve a single purpose: preparing the nation for a world where oil no longer guarantees prosperity. The UAE's ability to think decades ahead, rather than election cycle by election cycle, gives it a structural advantage. Its post-oil planning is not a reaction, it is a roadmap. The UAE leveraged its economic weight, diplomatic networks, and investment power to become a significant voice in global decision-making. hosting international summits, mediating conflicts, and taking leadership roles in organizations allowed the country to punch far above its size. The UAE positioned itself as a connector between East and West, old industries and new, tradition and innovation. With offices, assets, and partnerships on every continent, the UAE gained influence not by force, but by being indispensable in conversations that shape the future. The UAE's story is far from finished. Its next chapter focuses on transforming the country into a global innovation center, a renewable energy leader, a hub for advanced research, and a model for multicultural living. The nation aims to prove that size does not limit ambition, and that influence in the 21st century comes from vision, adaptability, and the willingness to take risks. From desert sands to global power, the UAE's rise is one of the most remarkable transformations of our time. And if the past 50 years are any indication, the world has still not seen the full extent of what the UAE is planning. The strategy that no one saw coming is still unfolding.